Okay. All right, awesome. We're live. And it is the audio working? All right, awesome. We're live. Episode. Um. Once I have gotten once I have gotten all of the upgrades for all of my last two weapons. Once I've gotten all the upgrades for that stuff, then once I've gotten all the upgrades for that stuff, then I will be um I'll end up making a bonus video. So, but yeah, that bonus video is not going to be a full episode length. That's probably going to be like, I don't know, 20 minutes maybe. 20 minutes tops. So, it's just going to be a short thing. So, this is the actual finale of the series. And I've been looking at Rivet's design here. I love Rivet's design. She looks so cool. She looks so badass. And I'm biased. I love blue. Okay, I'm biased. I love blue. So seeing that her fur color is blue, just makes me happy. But one thing I've noticed about both Ratchet and Rivet's designs is their arms are exceedingly long. I think their arms might be as long as their legs, if not longer. And I just gotta wonder what exactly is the function of that for Alombax? I mean, for Ratchet and Rivet, it makes sense since it allows them to hold all the giant weapons that they end up getting. Because a lot of these are really big. A lot of the weapons they get are really big and would require super long arms like this. But what purpose did it serve for the other Lombaxes? The ones that were inventors. What purpose did it serve? What purpose did the super long arms serve for them? They didn't have to hold a whole bunch of super long weapons. So I gotta wonder. I just gotta wonder if there was some kind of purpose behind it, or are Ratchet and Rivet just outliers? Do they have super long arms and then other Lombaxes don't? So I don't know. But in any case,
Hey, Phantom, and pause.
Well, well, well.
So how do we find the Emperor?
Before I say, are you sure you're ready? There's no turning back after this.
all right. Final showdown is at hand. This is your last chance to acquire armor and collectibles before the end of the story. Sure you want to continue? Yes.
Okay.
I am
have to
ready.
Draw him out. So I was thinking I'd disguise myself as a.
Do you know what that sound is? Listen closely. Is it fear? Hope? The slow inevitability of death? No, it's me. Winning. What else is new, you say? Oh, quite right. But you are only a part of one dimension. What about the rest? Maybe I'm just old-fashioned, but I think everyone deserves a little subjugation. So, to celebrate such a momentous occasion, I'd like to honor the good doctor who inspired this journey in the first place. By invading his home dimension personally. What? My first stop, Megalopolis. Or, as I like to think of it, New Nefarious City.
When do we leave?
right now.
I like that scene.
Are we home? I am afraid so.
I love the big climax of this game. I love how
The Emperor is
Okay.
truly turning our dimension into his own.
Nefarious is just up ahead. If you guys distract him, I can...
okay, there is no map.
We'll meet you there.
Zircon has many fine options for you.
Yeah. Dang. It still sucks. How many do I need? Legit, how many do I need? Okay, I'm curious. Okay,
We have to get the Dimensionator away from Nefarious.
$56. I'm looking at 56. 56. Possibly 57. I think it's 56. I don't think I miscounted. So yeah, I need 58 more Raritanium. Oh boy.
Until next time.
But anyway, what I love about this climax is the fact that you basically see everybody that you've come across throughout the game is here. And I know that a lot of games have done stuff like that before, but the thing that makes it stand out in this game is the fact that you're not just in one it's not just the people of one world or one dimension. You don't forget, you've been to like no less than a dozen dimensions in this game. You've been to no less than a dozen dimensions in this game. Meaning, you have, like, pretty much the multiverse backing you up. You have, like, all these dimensions backing, all of these different dimensions backing you up.
Incredible as always!
Ratchet and Clank! They're here!
You are the heroes of this dimension? That is hilarious.
You got lucky last time.
What's your move, Nefarious? Is that a rift? Or a... Ratchet, we need your help. Nefarious just... Whoa!
You are no longer in exile. What has gotten into you lately? I was so used to you being dull.
Come on! We have to fight this thing!
think you stand a chance?
Come! There is a battle to be won!
You've got this, Quantum!
Emperor Nefarious, your campaign of destruction, cruelty, and wanton snobbery is over! How's that?
I have goosebumps. Oh, brr.
You nailed it! Now jump!
Oh, you! This dimension really thinks it will get the best of me. How about I retire their heroes?
It's still working? This is not good. Everyone shoot those monitors!
Alright.
Are you all okay?
Yep, it's just fighting a Nefarious the size of his ego.
We're getting close. Hang in there.
No!
You're looking hurt, Nefarious.
On my last nerve. This holds not even a candle against the battles I have won. Countless victories. Your dimension will be another in my... What have you done?
Alright.
Ratchet.
My eyes! Why, I can't see! I want my suit fully back online! Now!
Ratchet! Gary and the monks think they can help! Get as close to Nefarious as you can! I'll draw fire!
Over here! I can get you into Nefarious' heart! As in the robot puppet. Hurry!
Thank you!
There, the heart. If we destroy it, we can take down his mech entirely.
I think someone is inside of your power suit.
Get him out! Troopers, go! Defend the heart! I send every Weasley, ungrateful citizen of this dimension into the darkest, most remote pits of reality to suffer in ways their tiny minds could never begin to comprehend.
It's working!
Why will they not just submit?
See? This is why my dimension is hard to take over. It's not because of me.
No! My suit! It's failing!
Gary, I could use an exit!
Ratchet! Clank!
We got thrown to the other side of the city. Hold them off as long as you can.
Alright.
You think you can defeat me? I will bring in all of my armies, all of my followers. You will bow before me!
He's gonna destroy the dimensions! run away anymore.
I can't let you do this alone.
I will hold back his army. Take him down.
Nice. I love how fluffy. I love how fluffy Rivet's tail looks. Oh my god, it looks so fluffy.
They all love... You all love me! I am the destined emperor of this dimension, of every dimension! This is near over. You've never defeated me before, and this time will be no different.
Enough, Nefarious! You're tearing reality apart! If you don't stop...
The endless, uninspiring dimensions are collapsing! How could I?
You're done for, Nefarious! Now everyone can finally see you for what you really are!
Come, my troopers! Let's show them who I really am!
Kid, I could use a hand!
No, I don't need a hand. I got this.
Thanks for the save!
After all this time, just to betray your emperor, KT-7416!
My name is Kid, and you are not my emperor!
Oh, Rivet and Kid! How utterly charming!
Kid! Heavy incoming!
This isn't nearly the end of me! Not even close! Eliminate them! Now! Now! Now!
More troopers flanking! Fight them out together! Let's show them how it's done! Up ahead!
My troopers! Come! My loyalists! Every one of you! Come together to fight for your beloved Emperor! They're all gone! Hello? No one?
Nope!
Enough! I will collapse every dimension!
This is the part where you lose!
Ah!
Nice.
You really thought you had me? Get off of me, you loathsome... Please, we can win this together!
What do you know about winning?
You two really are a couple of hotshots.
Look who's talking. Ready to fix this, pal?
I would love nothing more.
Nice. I really hope that in the next game, Clank is fixed. Like, with a new arm, and he's able to actually use his legs.
Sorry for what I said before. You're my friend. And thank you for coming back. Team.
I guess it's time to go home, huh?
Yeah. Our dimension could use a couple heroes right about now.
Well, how would you two feel about making a pit stop on the way?
Where are we headed?
I think you know.
Is that us?
Nice! And there we go. That is our second run of Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. And final run as well. Like I said at the start of this stream, I will be doing one more video as a bonus. One more video as a bonus, but I'm I was sorry. I got distracted because I was like, where have I seen that guy before? He's the butler that serves him. That's the butler that serves Dr. Nefarious. I vaguely remember him in the third game. So, anyway, but yeah, so, okay, I'll go ahead and skip this. Okay. So, final thoughts. I really like this game. Now, given how I have only played a handful of Ratchet & Clank games, I played the original trilogy, and I played the remake of the first game here on my channel. So this is the fifth Ratchet & Clank game I've played. And I gotta say, in terms of story and game, in terms of story, gameplay, graphics, graphics, writing, aka the comedy, all of that, best in the series, absolute best as far as the ones I've played. Again, there's like 14 Ratchet & Clank games, and I've only played like 5 so far. So there's plenty other. There are plenty more Ratchet & Clank games I have not touched. Because like Ratchet & Clank is not one of those franchises that I'm like super interested in. I was always more interested in Jak and Daxter and Sly Cooper. I never really fully got into Ratchet & Clank. I played the first 3, and I still have the first 3 games for the PS2, but I don't go back to them. Regardless, from the ones I have played, this is absolutely the best in the series in terms of all of those mechanics. There are a handful of weapons that I miss from the remake of the first one. There's a handful of weapons that I miss from the remake of the first one, and I do wish that the Rhino... I wish that there was an option for the Rhino. I wish you could choose I wish in the options menu, after beating the game, you could choose whether you wanted the Rhino to continue to act as it does here in this game, or if you wanted it to act like the way it does in previous Ratchet and Clank titles. I wish that that's how it was handled. I wish that that's how the Rhino was handled. They gave you the option to swap back and forth between the two versions. But this version of the Rhino is still pretty good. But yeah, I do miss some of the other weapons. The Sheepinator immediately comes to mind. I love the Sheepinator. I always thought that was a really funny weapon, and I'm surprised it's not in this, considering how, like, you know, you've got Chairman Drek as a sheep in the bar, and then the Rhino can summon a sheep from a different dimension. So it's like I'm surprised it's not. I'm surprised that it's not in this game. So yeah, weapons. I do wish that some of the weapons from other games had come back. And aside from that, I guess my only other major complaint is how long it takes to get all of the bolts and raritanium necessary to 100% the game. It was a lot easier to get the bolts and raritanium necessary to 100% the game in the remake of the first game. That was so much easier, and I preferred it that way. Also, there's a lot. Also, in the remake of the first game, there were a lot more side quests. There's only a handful of side quests in this game. There's 10 worlds, and the last 4, I think, don't even have side quests. There's 3 or 4 that don't even have side quests, and then all the other worlds have a single side quest, just one singular side quest. Whereas there were like 14 worlds in the remake of the first game, and every single world had at least one side quest. Most of them had 2 side quests. And so, like, it felt like a more complete experience. It felt like there was a lot more that had to be done in the game. This felt a lot shorter. Even though, like, you know, I spent 25 episodes in the remake of the first game, and this is coming out to 23 episodes. So it's just barely shorter. It's just barely shorter. But it feels a lot shorter. This game feels a lot shorter than the remake of the first game. And in the remake of the first game, ultimately it had one ongoing story, and you were slowly progressing. This, it feels like the story was split up into 2, and both sides of the story were basically played out the exact same way. You've got the first half of the story where you're talking about, like, where you're facing off against Dr. Nefarious, and both Ratchet and Rivet go to 2 worlds to do specific things, and then they meet up, and then there's a fight against Dr. Nefarious. And then Emperor Nefarious shows up, and the exact same thing happens. They each go to 2 worlds. They meet up, and then they go face off against Emperor Nefarious. And so, like, both halves of the game play out the exact same way. And I wish there was just a bit more. If they were going to have both parts of the game play out the same way, I wish there were a few more worlds to explore as the characters. I think my favorite world has to be the one where oh frick, I forget what the name of the world was, but you start off playing as Ratchet and Clank. It's in the second half of the game. You start off playing as Ratchet and Clank, and then at some point in that level, you swap over to Rivet and Kit, and then you go back to Ratchet and Clank, and then you go back to Rivet and Kit, and so you end up playing as both pairs, and they're both on separate worlds, but that one level cuts to each pair. And I wish we had a couple more worlds, like 2 more worlds that were like that, where you had to swap between the 2 pairs and accomplish certain things. Maybe make it to where you have to do this as this one specific thing as Ratchet and Clank in order for Rivet and Kit to do something on their end, and vice versa. Like, I wish we had gotten a couple worlds like that, because that was my favorite world. Just getting to swap between the 2 pairs throughout that level. That was just so much fun to me. So I would say that's probably my biggest those are probably my biggest complaints for the game. I wish it was longer. I wish it was longer. I wish there was a better way to grind for bolts and raritanium that didn't require you to replay the game over and over and over and over. And but that said, I do still love the game. I still love the game. Now, would I replay this? Yes. Would I replay this over the remake? I mean, if as long as that replay is a New Game Plus and not a new game, then yes, I would. Because I've gone through all of this trouble. In order to get my weapons this far, and I don't feel like doing that again. It's a hassle to try to do all. It's a hassle to do all of that. It's not fun. It's not super fun. Whereas in the remake of Ratchet and Clank, it's made a lot easier because you can get so many different bolts and raritanium. There's a way to cheese it to get infinite bolts, raritanium, and cards, and just it's made so much easier in that game. And so I have no issues going back and starting a completely new save file in the remake. This I would not. I would only want to play New Game Plus for this one. So you guys can take that however you wish. I would love to do New Game Plus more New Game Plus playthroughs. I'm probably going to do that in the future. But as far as brand new games go, as far as like restarting everything and starting a brand new game, I don't think I would do that for this game, and I would most likely only do that for the remake. So both have their pluses. And I am willing to replay both of them under certain circumstances. So take that however you wish. But with that said, that is going to be it. That's everything. I don't really have anything else I want to say, and we are only at 36 minutes. Oh wow. Okay, yeah, this is going to be a short episode. But yeah, so this is the end of the playthrough. I what would I give this? What would I rate this? The way I rate it as if I'm grading it. I rate it as if I'm grading it. The game is incredibly fun, and the issues that I have with most of the issues I have with it are kind of nitpicks. They're kind of minor. They're not total deal breakers. And at the end of the day, I am willing to replay it if it's in New Game Plus. I am not willing to do another new game of it, though. So, points have to be taken from that, because of that. But is it enough points to take it out of an A? I don't think so. I think it's still a very fun experience. I will give it an A-. I will give this game an A-. So, I do enjoy this game. I'll give it an A-, and that's its final grade from me. So, let's see. With that said, what's going to be next for my channel? Next up, I'm thinking I will play Stray. It's a game that I have been wanting to play for quite a while, ever since I got my PS5. And I've just been so busy with other things and never got around to it. But I definitely want to play it. I want to play Stray on my channel for everybody. And let's see. After that, after that, I'm not entirely sure. Well, actually, no. What? Let's see. What day is it? It's the 24th. Yeah. I'm not gonna be putting up any video game streams for a while. Because I have plans. I have plans for my channel. People who have been here for a few months will know that I started the Danny Phantom vlog series, as well as the vlog revisit, as well as Anime season 6. I started both of those, but never actually got around to finishing them due to my computer becoming busted. But thanks to me testing out my new phone's camera, I am able to record from my phone and still have it be decent quality and actually record properly, meaning record horizontally instead of vertically. Because that has been a problem when I tried to record with my phone in the past. It doesn't always record the way I want it to. So, but thankfully with my new phone and its camera, I will be able to actually record all that stuff. So that's what I'm going to focus on for a few days. And then in August, I'm going to be doing Mangust Volume 3. I'm going to be doing Mangust Volume 3. So that is going to be so I'm looking forward to that. And then once I've done that, whatever I didn't do for the vlog series and anime, I'll finish off in September. So I fully expect that to be what my channel is going to be for the next couple months. And then in October, I'm going to be playing a few more FNAF games. In October, a few more FNAF games. I'm going to be playing Sister Location as well as Help Wanted. And possibly Help Wanted 2. Possibly Help Wanted 2. We'll see about that one. I'm not sure. But I'll be playing a couple more FNAF games. And by playing, I mean like just kind of like messing around in them for a couple episodes. They're not gonna be like full on playthroughs. They're just gonna be me messing around in them for a couple episodes. Till I've had enough. So, and then in November, I do plan on remaking a handful of theories that I've had over the years, and just kind of like updating them. And that's also probably going to be the month where I play Stray. That's probably going to be the month where I play. Stray. Probably that. Either I play Stray that month, or I play Insomniac Spider-Man 2. It's going to be one or the other. And then in December, it's going to be a revisit to one game to a game that I played a few years ago. And it fits very well within what I normally do in December. So that's my plan for the rest of the year. And yeah. I will also be doing special streams. I'll be doing special streams once for every 100 streams I do. And in January and February, I'm going to be doing a couple more collab playthroughs. I'm planning on doing a couple more collab playthroughs in January and February with the boys. So, we're looking at Power Wash Simulator and Uno. So, we're gonna be doing that in January and February, and then it's gonna all wrap up with one big thank you video. The day before my 11th year anniversary. On the last day of my 10th anniversary extravaganza, I'll have one big thank you video. So yeah. So I got plenty of plans for the future. I'm not going anywhere for a while. I still have plenty of games that I want to play. I got plenty of collabs coming down the pipeline. And yeah, I'm not going to be leaving anytime soon. So, but with that said, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you everyone so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, all that good jazz, and I will see you all in the next playthrough. Take care, everybody.